Increased climate change, global migration and a deep economic crisis. These are just a few of the problems facing the world right now. But with the G20 increasingly bogged down in geopolitical conflicts, are these issues actually being tackled? Well, I'm joined now by Professor Dennis Snower, the founder of Global Solutions Initiative, which provides policy advice to the G20. Thanks for joining us. Indonesia has tried to separate security concerns from other issues like climate change. Do you think they're being a bit too ambitious?
I think security concerns have immediate effects on climate issues as they do on health and food security, as we've seen. And therefore, it has been very important that the G20 has played a role in geopolitics. That's to be welcomed. At the same time, of course, if there are tensions in geopolitics, that must not prevent us from continuing to try to get agreement on climate change, health, food security, and so forth.
In 2009, the G20 gathered in London to tackle the Great Recession. There was a different air back then. Now we live in a lot more of a divided world. Do you think the G20 actually has a future?
I believe the G20 has a big future. And the reason is not only that we need the G20 much more than ever before, because it is the main show in town when it comes to global problem solving, but also that the G20 has the flexibility to deal with issues as they arise. You said it, we live in a deeply divided world in which nevertheless countries have to come together in order to prevent the threat of nuclear war, in order to prevent climate change from happening, to make progress on health issues, food security, energy security, and so forth. And the G20 is absolutely critical to get countries aligned with one another at a leaders level, ministerial level, engagement group level, working groups, and so on. So I don't think the world can do without the G20.